Imagine a place where nothing exists, only endless darkness. And in that silence, something is still moving. This is Voyager 1, and it is completely alone. Imagine a place where nothing exists. No sound, no warmth, no direction. Only an endless ocean of darkness stretching infinitely in every direction. A void so vast and cold that it defies human imagination. The temperature here hovers near absolute zero, a hostile emptiness where even the concept of life feels impossible. It is not just silence, it is the absence of everything. And yet, drifting through this frozen abyss, there is something, a machine, a creation of human hands now separated from its origin by unimaginable distance. More than 24 billion kilometers away, it continues its journey, far beyond the reach of anything familiar. Even light, the fastest thing in the universe, takes nearly a full day just to travel between this object and Earth. If you could call out to it, your voice would vanish instantly. There is no medium to carry sound, no air, no echo, just emptiness. This is Voyager 1. Once, it was a symbol of ambition, the greatest explorer humanity had ever built. But now, it is something else entirely. A silent traveler, moving at incredible speed, yet surrounded by stillness. It flies at over 60,000 kilometers per hour, cutting through a region of space no human has ever seen directly. It is not guided anymore, not truly controlled. It simply continues forward, alone. In 1977, humanity made a bold decision. We chose to send something beyond our world, beyond the familiar boundaries of the solar system, into the unknown. Not one machine, but two. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Identical in design, built with the same purpose, and launched within weeks of each other. They were not advanced by today's standards. In fact, the technology inside them is almost primitive compared to modern devices. The onboard computer systems are weaker than the phone you carry in your pocket. Data was stored on magnetic tape. Memory was limited. Processing power was minimal. And yet, these machines were tasked with one of the most ambitious missions ever attempted. They were sent to explore the giant planets. Jupiter, Saturn, worlds that until then had only been observed from afar. The Voyagers would get close, closer than anything humanity had ever sent. But they carried more than instruments. Attached to their sides was something deeply symbolic, a message, the Golden Record, a collection of sounds and images representing life on Earth, languages, music, natural sounds, even brainwave patterns. It was not just science, it was a statement, a declaration that we existed, that we reached outward, and that somewhere in the vast darkness there might be something willing to listen. The Golden Record was never meant for us. It was not created for scientists or engineers. It was created for something unknown, something that might one day encounter Voyager drifting through the darkness, a message in a bottle thrown into the cosmic ocean. Encased in protective materials designed to survive for billions of years, the record carries a collection of human experience, greetings spoken in dozens of languages, the sounds of nature, wind, water, animals, music from different cultures, even recordings intended to represent human emotion. It is not a complete picture of humanity, it cannot be, but it is a fragment, a carefully chosen glimpse of who we are, or who we were. Because out here, in the vast emptiness beyond the planets, time stretches differently. Civilizations rise and fall in the blink of cosmic time. The message Voyager carries may outlive everything that created it. And that changes its meaning. It is no longer just a greeting, it becomes a record, a memory, a silent testimony that at one point in the history of the universe, a species on a small blue planet became curious enough to reach into the unknown. But there is a haunting question that follows. If no one ever finds it, what does the message become? At the beginning of their journey, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 traveled together, two identical explorers moving through space, following similar paths, sharing the same mission. They approached Jupiter first, capturing images that transformed our understanding of the planet. Then came Saturn, with its complex ring system and mysterious moons. But it was at Saturn that everything changed. Voyager 1 was given a new objective. It would pass close to Titan, Saturn's largest moon, a world with a thick atmosphere unlike anything else in the solar system. The maneuver was risky. Titan's gravity was immense, and the trajectory required precision. When Voyager 1 executed the flyby, the gravitational pull of Titan acted like a slingshot. It altered the spacecraft's path permanently, sending it upward out of the plane of the solar system. Voyager 2 did not follow. It continued forward, heading toward Uranus and Neptune, becoming the only spacecraft to ever visit those distant worlds. The twins were separated, not by malfunction, not by accident, but by design. And from that moment on, they would never cross paths again, each one moving in a different direction, into different regions of space. Two explorers, born together, now destined to wander the universe alone. For decades, Voyager 1 traveled within a region shaped by our sun, a vast magnetic bubble known as the heliosphere. This invisible boundary extends far beyond the planets, acting as a shield that protects the solar system from high-energy radiation originating from distant stars and violent cosmic events. Inside this bubble, space is still influenced by the sun. The solar wind, a stream of charged particles, flows outward, carrying the sun's presence far into the darkness. But that influence does not last forever. Eventually, Voyager 1 reached the edge, a boundary where the solar wind weakens and finally stops, where the protective influence of our star fades away. This region is known as the heliopause, the border between our solar system and interstellar space, and Voyager 1 crossed it. It became the first human-made object to enter interstellar space. Beyond that boundary, the environment changes dramatically. The density of particles increases. Cosmic rays become more intense. The space between stars is not empty. It is filled with ancient particles, remnants of events that happened long before our sun even formed. Voyager 1 now travels through this environment, no longer within the domain of our star, but within the vast, uncharted ocean between stars. Before Voyager 1 left the solar system behind, it received one final command from Earth. A simple instruction, yet one of the most profound in the history of space exploration. Turn around. Look back. From a distance of billions of kilometers, Voyager 1 captured an image unlike any other. The Earth appeared not as a world, but as a tiny point of light. A pale blue dot suspended in a ray of sunlight, barely visible against the darkness. Everything humanity has ever known exists within that dot. Every person, every story, every moment of joy and suffering. Entire civilizations, all contained within something so small it is almost impossible to see. The image changed how we see ourselves. It revealed how fragile and insignificant we are in the scale of the universe. After capturing that image, Voyager 1 shut down its cameras permanently. There was no reason to keep them active. The mission had moved beyond visual exploration. The spacecraft became blind and continued forward into the darkness. In deep space, sunlight is no longer a reliable source of energy. Solar panels become useless at such distances, where the sun appears as little more than a bright star. Instead, Voyager 1 relies on a different power source, a nuclear battery. A radioisotope thermoelectric generator, fueled by the natural decay of plutonium. This process generates heat, which is converted into electricity. It is efficient, reliable, and capable of lasting for decades, but not forever. With each passing year, the power output decreases slightly. The decay continues and the available energy becomes more limited. To adapt, engineers on Earth began making difficult decisions. Systems had to be shut down, instruments turned off, non-essential functions eliminated. Everything focused on extending the life of the spacecraft. At the same time, the environment becomes more hostile. The temperature drops further. Radiation slowly damages electronic components. Mechanical systems endure stress far beyond what they were designed for. Voyager 1 continues to operate, but it is aging, and the signs are beginning to show.
Recently, something unexpected happened. Voyager 1 began sending back signals that made no sense, data that could not be interpreted, streams of information that appeared corrupted, repeating patterns that did not correspond to any known system output. It was as if the spacecraft was no longer communicating properly. For engineers, this was a serious concern. Diagnosing the problem was not simple. The distance between Earth and Voyager 1 creates a significant delay. A command sent from Earth takes over 20 hours to reach the spacecraft, and another 20 hours for a response to return. Every interaction requires patience. Every adjustment is a calculated risk. When the anomaly was detected, engineers carefully prepared a response, a command designed to reset or correct the malfunction. And then they waited. Nearly 2 days passed in silence. No immediate feedback, no confirmation, just uncertainty. Eventually, a signal returned. The system had partially recovered. But the incident revealed something deeper. Voyager 1 is no longer as stable as it once was. There will come a moment when communication with Voyager 1 ends. Not because of distance, not because of interference, but because of power. The energy that sustains the spacecraft will eventually fall below the level required to operate its transmitter. When that happens, it will no longer be able to send signals back to Earth. The connection will be lost, permanently. There will be no final message, no farewell transmission, just silence. And yet, Voyager 1 will not stop moving. It will continue traveling through interstellar space, following its trajectory indefinitely. It will pass near distant stars over tens of thousands of years. It will remain intact for timescales far beyond human history. It will simply continue. Long after Earth is gone, Voyager 1 will still exist. In billions of years, our sun will expand, transforming into a red giant. It will consume the inner planets. Oceans will evaporate, atmospheres will vanish. Every trace of human civilization will disappear. But Voyager 1 will remain. A small object made of metal and circuitry, drifting silently between the stars. It carries no crew, no consciousness, and yet it represents something profound. It is evidence, proof that a species once existed, capable of curiosity, capable of exploration, capable of reaching beyond its own world. It is not just a machine, it is a message, a relic, a symbol of a brief moment in cosmic history when humanity looked into the darkness and decided to move forward anyway. And somewhere in that endless void, Voyager 1 continues its journey, silently,
endlessly alone.